Hello and welcome to this presentation. It's about Orb Crown, a new campaign or mini campaign that I've been working on in the last little while that starts from later on in the war, giving us more units, more technology and so forth, and a few extra options. So let's get straight into it. I'll go into hot seat, and I'll also turn off Fog of War so that I can show you both sides at the same time. Okay, so it's called Orb Crown 2402 because that's the year in which it starts. The main campaign of Orb Crown starts in 2400, so we'll go to this one here. It says version 3 on the screen that you can see. Version 2 is the one that's been uploaded. There's just been a couple of really minor things that have been changed, but I'll use that one as the sample. You can see here it's only for multiplayer or hot seat. You can't play it in AI. I mean, you can, but the AI is pretty dumb and won't do anything that you particularly want it to. So this version here is designed for multiplayer or hot seat. All right, now you can see that it says that it's a fantasy war game in which ancient empires and emerging kingdoms vie for power and wealth during the years 2402 to 2405. And as per normal with Orb Crown, if you click on the victory conditions, you can see what they are, and the stars on the map will indicate what you have to get in terms of the capitals to win a victory. Now each of those represents a part of a thing called the Emerald Imperium, the three parts: the orb, the crown and the scepter. So anyway, I'm not going to go through that in great detail at this point, and I will click on play campaign. In this I'll leave off the Fog of War so I can show you both sides, make sure that you've got your 3D units off and so forth. Okay, that's all I need, and we will start the campaign. Okay, when the campaign starts, you are starting as the adversaries, and the map is focused on Potentia, and the background information about the Emerald Imperium is presented on the screen. There is some background information, well, it's playing information here about the different countries that are playing for the adversaries, so you can read through that if you want to. Obviously, once you've read through it once, you don't need to read through it again. There are a couple of convoys or trade routes that you can open or leave closed. I'm just going to say open both of them. And the first thing that I want to point out, and I'll just hide the units here, is that the map now has more fantasy feel icons on it. They are the isometric view, and they're different for each of the countries. So this is Potentia, which is kind of based on your ancient Rome type thing. So it's got classical icons. If you go across to Andania, they have a more medieval sort of feel to them, and across to Angford and Angnord, you'll see that they are a different sort of medieval feel. The Vikings have their own icons as well, and going down a little bit south, we will see that Mul'Kan, the Silk Sultanate, have their icons, and as does Jotunheim over here, the sort of darker looking icons. Then we also have the icons of the ancients with the pyramids here, and the sort of ancient Middle Eastern look about the buildings, and across over to the Golden Khanate. Now they are kind of more based on your medieval Mongol architecture, but clearly this is not a yurt or a whole group of yurts together, so I've used a sort of Asian Chinese set from the different places that I've been able to get the icons from. Finally, we have the Tribal League over here, and because the architects of the Tribal League have not had a lot of contact with the outside world, they think their grass huts are quite nice. So we won't tell them that there's actually been a few advances in architecture since they did that. Alright, so if we put back on the units, you can see that the units are the same as what they have been in Orb Crown up until this point. And that's really all I wanted to go through with you in terms of getting you started. The only thing other than this that I wanted to talk about is that there is a big change in terms of Plunder. Now, as far as I know, you cannot turn off Plunder in the game as much as I would like to. But what I have done is made it so that the major countries are scripted to surrender and provide plunder to 2 countries. As whoever takes those countries will get either the land and the resources on the land, or they will get a gold piece. MPPs in normal nomenclature, the rewards for those 2 countries. So if, for example, when Angnord takes over Mittelheim over here, they will eventually defeat the Vikings. That sort of goes without saying. What will happen is that Angnord will gain the resources, the map of Mittelheim, and Mul'Kan down here in the south will gain a 250 gold piece bonus. So 2 countries gain from the defeat of any particular country on the map. Miners are done the same way as they've always been done in the Strategic Command series. There's no scripting there, so it'll be in the region of hundreds rather than potentially 15 to 2,000 gold pieces for a major. Alright, and that's about it that I wanted to go through with you right at this point, so we'll leave it there. I hope you enjoy this. Any questions, obviously, get online, either in the Discord channel or on the Strategic Command forums of War in Europe or World at War. And that's it. Thank you for watching.